All right, we're here with James. He is the lead engineer here at GCI. James, how you doing?
Good, how about you?
Dude, I'm doing great. So we're standing here, we got a GCI car, and I understand that this one is a little bit different than some of the previous designs. You want to talk a bit about that?
So this is our new design. This is a Class 5 train, so unlike the Millennium Flyer, this train will be able to do inversions, launches, and do a lot more exciting elements. It can articulate a lot more than the Millennium Flyer. So the Millennium Flyer is limited to 2.1 degrees per foot, and this can go to 3.5 degrees per foot. And we can also turn in 9-foot radius instead of 18-foot radius. So we're almost doubling and halving most of our constraints from the Millennium Flyer.
Right, and GCIs are kind of known for being kind of non-stop, you know, lots of twists and turns. So essentially this can make them even tighter.
Yes, so we can go into a lot more compact area, but we can also do a lot more large and twisted turns. The other thing with the inversions is we're also able to do ejector airtime. So the Millennium Flyers max out at 0 Gs, this will be able to go to -1. So with most Class 5 trains, as you see with a lot of our competitors, you do have the hydraulic locking system. So that just gives a snug fit to every individual person instead of having the ratcheting system, which is at defined locations.
Right. So is there any, I guess, what would be the pro to switching to this system versus the old system?
So we're still going to be selling our Millennium Flyers because we do have the family coaster, and that is where we have a lot of our Triumph and building coasters. So we will still have the Millennium Flyer. The Class 5 is for those customers that want a little bit more and want to do the inversion on the ride, and now we offer that. It will be a little bit more expensive with the car, but that's mostly because of how it's machined. We've reduced almost all the welds out of the car, and that's going to reduce a lot of the maintenance time and cost.
Awesome. So is it theoretically possible to swap out the old trains on pre-existing rides with the new one, and then do you see that ever happening?
They are designed to use the same track stack, so you are able to switch out the trains. I see them going onto more new coasters instead of being put onto the older coasters, but it is able to be done.
Okay, great. And then we should pivot over here a bit because you guys have a really awesome model over here.
So this is a model of Dueling drops. This is a design that we actually have for one of our Chinese customers. So this has not been built yet, but we are looking to sell it. This would need the Class 5 trains. So this has intense drop and dueling corkscrews. So it's a lot of excitement packed into a dueling coaster.
Yeah, and then one of the other main takeaways here is that you have, it looks like a partially steel structure to support some certain areas of the coaster.
So whenever you get into more intense elements, we are going to have to switch to a little bit of steel. Wood in its nature is not going to be able to handle the most intense elements. So we're going to still try to keep it as much wood as possible and keep it a traditional wood coaster, but when necessary, we'll add a little bit of steel.
Mm-hmm. So just to kind of contrast that, I guess, with what Rocky Mountain Construction is doing, how they have kind of the all wood there, is there any particular design reason why GCI would require the steel for going upside down?
It's all going to do to loads. So once you reach your maximum on wood, then you're going to have to switch to steel. But we're still going to try to keep the track as much wood as possible. We want to be able to have it be and feel like a traditional wooden roller coaster.
Right, yeah. So I noticed we have the two 0G rolls on this one. Which is, first of all, a big deal because that has not been done on a GCI roller coaster before. Do you see your guys branching off to do more different types of inversions, kind of more extreme elements, or would that kind of come slowly over time?
I think that we don't want to overstep our bounds right off the bat. We're going to ease our way into the inversions, but we are looking forward to moving fast, and as we build rides, doing new and exciting things each time.
Yeah, definitely. And so in terms of projects, obviously there's some that you can't talk about, which is totally fine. There is one going in Poland, though, that I understand.
So we are building one in Poland. It's going to be a mirror of the one at Plopsaland in Belgium. It's going into Mayaland in Poland. So that we are on site and we're in construction, and that will be opening in spring of 2018. And then we have some secret projects that are going to be opening in fall of 2019 in spring of 2020.
All right, glad to hear. Well, I think the future of GCI is looking pretty bright. So thank you, James, for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.